Hello.
Hi.
How are you? You keep cutting that wig.
No, it's the same.
Looks like it became a bob.
No.
The front's cute, though. Everybody has complimented you on it so far.
So you don't like the back, just the front is cute?
Well, it just looks so short. It looks weird.
I know. I told you I'm going shorter and shorter and shorter.
Well, when you wore the dark one last week, I was very happy.
But that one is shorter than this.
To the throwbacks. Really?
Yeah.
It looks shorter.
Well, because it's bigger.
Oh. Got it. And we're not coming to big hair season because it gets hotter and you don't like that shit.
Jam to the hello.
I'm just saying.
Yes, I like the shorter hair. I like short.
You like short hair.
I was thinking this one could be shorter.
Well, you certainly wore short hair to the flag football games this weekend.
I didn't wear any hair to the flag football.
Exactly. You did not. But it was very nice to see you.
I was shocked.
I know, right?
A lot of people were shocked
that I was there.
Yeah.
I don't get to go a lot because I'm always busy on Saturdays.
I know. Why did you get to go?
I got to go because we had the weekend off for Cesar Chavez.
I celebrated Cesar Chavez on Monday.
So did I. Because we were off on Monday too.
Yes. I drank a lot of margaritas.
Oh really? Where did you drink margaritas at?
At the hall where you were.
Oh well, we came from Harvey Melt's. So we had been drinking.
Yeah, I don't do that. I curtail my drinking.
Yes, you do. Yeah, we stayed. It was fun, but there was. What did you have? One guy, two guys? In
Two.
Two.
One was straight. Well.
Well.
And then there's Bobby.
There's Bobby.
And then there's Bobby.
I hadn't been to one of your Wet n Wilds for a while, so.
It was kind of fun. I ripped my hair off.
Oh. I don't know if I remember seeing that. We probably had left by then.
It's posted on Facebook.
It's posted on Facebook.
Oh, okay.
Jay Turner thought that he was the only one to post on Facebook. However, he was not. Several people posted on Facebook.
And do they get in just as much trouble for doing that as I did when I posted you doing the splits on the bar?
No.
That's
you got a much more problem.
Because that was the best picture ever in the whole wide world.
Well, I might as well have been naked in that picture.
Yeah, it looked like you had a tampon on or something. It was.
Those were my balls.
Those were my balls. Well, they were very white.
Because they don't see a lot of sun.
Oh, I thought you tanned naked.
No, I don't want to burn the equipment.
Oh. Are you still tanning at Tan Line?
I've been tan for a very long time, but I need to go back because, well, I'm gaining weight again, and you know, dark skin looks better.
It's.
I mean, I could go on a diet.
You could, but you know,
I love food too much to go on a diet.
dieting is so much work.
I know. What I need is just to get a good, you know, flu for a couple of days.
Well, I was gonna say you could get a tapeworm. Because then you can eat all you want.
I know. Well, I don't know. There's something about a thing living inside of you that...
Well, I think that they say you're only supposed to keep it in you for 2 weeks.
How do you get rid of it?
Go to the doctor.
Really? Mm-hmm. And then how do they get rid of it?
They pull it out.
Oh, no, I'm not doing that. That made me throw up in my mouth just thinking about it. Could you imagine them fully, like, no.
Oh, no, they don't pull it out that way.
I don't care where they pull it out. They're not pulling it out.
They pull it out the other way.
Yeah, no. Not doing it.
Got it. Well,
no, I'll just go for a little stomach flu.
I heard, you know, it was Carolina Ramos who told me the story about a lot of the sex workers in Mexico had, that's how they kind of worked to maintain their weight, like a long time ago, back in the day, was give themselves tapeworms because...
How do you give yourself a tapeworm?
You eat it.
Oh, no. See, it's just gross all the way around.
And it grows inside of you.
No. I can't even eat that worm that comes in the tequila.
Really?
Yeah, no.
And that shit's dead.
Okay, no.
Or maybe.
Yeah, no, that ain't gonna happen. I'm gonna go for stomach flu.
Okay. Well, when you do start tanning, if you go back to tan line, you can go as Donald's +1 because he gets a big, fabulous discount.
I do too.
Well, of course you do. Why on earth am I? Duh. Never mind. I'm just saying.
Wake up!
Maybe I should start going to tan line. No, it's more difficult for me to go over that way.
Why? You can get in a little car to go.
No, because it's just easy for me to walk over to my little place across from the bank. It's well, because that Fakakta Hollywood Tan's closed like all of a sudden, but it's called
I-Tan?
Yeah, I-Tan. Thank
Yeah, Hollywood Tan's all closed down too.
you. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's where I was going, and so
they're gone.
Yeah.
No, I'm going to, I'm a tan line loyalist.
Yes, you are. You've been going up forever.
I've been going since they opened.
When they were back over here.
Yes.
Yeah. I remember when they were back over here.
Yeah, that's when I started.
And that was when Rich owned it, right?
Yes, and then Rich moved over to the other place.
To the other place. And then he sold it to the new guy. What's his name? Paul? Or Ben? Or Paul or something?
Ooh, I knew you were going to ask me that. Yeah.
He's the one there with the dog.
Oh, yeah, I talked to him.
Yeah.
It was very sweet.
Yes, very sweet. But no, the games were fun. It was the first...
Well, he was talking to me about other things, and then we started talking about tan line. Yeah. He has a, he was reminding me of some stories.
Reminding me of some stories.
Yeah.
Well,
He seems to know things about me.
that you probably will not tell us.
No. Because they're incriminating.
Of course.
They could be incriminating. I denied.
Oh, I didn't know he'd been around. I thought he was new in town.
No. He's been around for,
A long time.
yeah.
So which game
He's
was
also
your
a
favorite?
real estate agent.
Which game was your favorite this weekend?
Well, you know, I like all of them, so I really didn't have a favorite because I know people on all of the teams.
Right. Yes, I do too.
So it's very difficult for me to
I have my
decide.
favorite players.
Although there were some very big upsets this weekend. It was like March Madness on the flag football
Seriously.
field.
The Hooligans Red Wing game was
Yes.
because
And
they were
tan line,
number one. Yeah, that's the tan line in Red Wing. That's what I meant.
and they lost to tan line.
Yep.
Embarrassing.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then who was the other team that won?
Moe's lost to Riches.
Well,
Yeah, Moe's lost.
yeah. Well,
No. Moe's lost to no, because Riches played the Dirty Birds. Fuck. Now I can't remember. all of them are.
yeah, I don't know. But
But
there were a lot of upsets. It was good. The week before was very good. I was there all day the week before. The Saturday before.
And it was friggin' hot and
When?
Saturday. And
Really?
I got burned.
Well, I mean, it was sunny, but I didn't think it was hot.
Oh, I did. I was all sweaty and I had, yeah, I thought it was very, well, it was, because we got up so early in the morning, it was really chilly. But then once we got out there, it was hot.
Because I stayed in my sweatshirt the entire time.
Well, but you do that anyways because you're hiding.
No. I normally... It was cold this weekend. It's been cold this week.
Maybe I've been having a hot flash thing.
Well, you are getting older. It happens.
That's true. Menopause.
Menopause is a real thing, by the way.
Well, yeah, I know. We talked about it.
Yeah, just...
Just you've had it for 8 years.
And I won't go away.
It's just there.
Maybe I should go get a testosterone shot.
Hey, maybe you should. Maybe you should get a prescription for.
Maybe I can get those testosterone you put on your underarms.
Well, I was going to say, get the gel that you rub on your belly.
Rub the Buddha.
Rub the Buddha. Or you can rub it on your booty.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, no. Well, maybe you should just take up swimming again.
You know, I was thinking about that the other day. Because I'm back to getting up early again. You know, I love getting up early. So I've been getting out of bed between like 4:30 and 5. And I'm thinking, maybe I could do that.
Yeah, because you used to do your walks to your Starbucks, and then you used to go to the gym to go swimming.
Right, but I don't go to Starbucks anymore.
Oh, why you don't go to Starbucks anymore?
Because I make coffee at home. I have that Keurig machine that works, and
Yes, that Keurig is the best thing
I
ever.
like my coffee at home, and then
And then
I can take my dump, and then I can start my day.
Having your coffee at home is when you're supposed to get online and do your Facebook. Perhaps you should think about that.
No.
No. I just am not going to get you into it.
No. I was actually seriously thinking the other day about just canceling it.
Why would you do that? Ophelia is a presence online. Give them a place where they can at least like something or go cruising your fucking photos that you have.
But there's none on there, so...
Well, there are the ones that I post.
It gets slower and slower and slower. And Twitter, well, I don't even know I have Twitter.
Yeah, I don't even know why you have Twitter, too. You were getting very excited about that for a while, but...
Yeah, that lasted for a day.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, as we said on the 619 Bearcast, I am more into living my life and not posting my life.
Is that what you said?
Well, I didn't say it. Henry said it.
Yes, he did.
And then I said, amen, hallelujah, let's go to church with that. Mm-hmm. Because that is kind of how I am.
Some people can multitask, though. I can.
No. I'm content.
You're content. So there was...
And I've gotten to where I don't... Okay, so let me tell you.
Okay.
So, the other night I went out on... Where'd I go? On Saturday night I went out. Because it was supposed to go, be a fun night out.
Well, yeah, because we were waiting for you here at the drink up and you never came.
I know, I went other places. Well, I ended up here, but after that was all done.
Yeah.
Yeah. Was that on Saturday?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, it's just not fun for me anymore.
What? Going out and going drinking?
Yeah.
Well, okay, but where did you go?
Well, I went to the...
SRO.
I went to the SRO, and I was here, and I went to the Bourbon Street, and I went to number 1 Fifth Avenue. I was trying to go everywhere. I was trying to go places where I could just hang out and drink with some friends and just have fun. Mm-hmm. And it's getting more and more difficult for me to do that because, it's good. I'm whining about it, but
Because Ophelia went.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, hello. You should know that by now.
Well, we know I don't go out as a boy in the neighborhood.
Right.
So, yeah, I don't go out as a boy in the neighborhood.
But so you didn't have as much fun as you normally would? Is it just...
Well, I like to go out and have fun. Like hang out and people feel like I need to hear their stories and they want to hang on me and I'm like,
get a shot.
I'm like with like when I'm with a group of people, I'm like, look, I'm just kind of hanging out with my friends. Like, I'm not doing a show right now. I'm just hanging out with my friends.
Yeah.
And, that really upset somebody this week when he kept wanting to talk about me a bunch of stuff. And I'm like, dude, I just am out to have fun. And he didn't appreciate that. Mm-hmm.
Did you notice anything, because I have had little conversations with both Tom and Donald about this, did you notice anything about the crowds that were out at the bars that Saturday night?
I just thought I would try that again. I noticed how Jay's went and got himself another beer.
Oh, actually, I got that one for him. But have you noticed how different they are?
Do you know what I'm drinking? Oh, oh, that's scary.
No?
Yeah, I'm afraid.
Now you're afraid. But you haven't noticed?
I wasn't paying attention to you.
Totally. You rarely do.
Have I noticed what?
Did you notice a difference in the crowd? Like the age of the crowd, the newness of the people?
No, because I wanted to go out with just some friends, and I didn't want to notice anyone. I didn't want to notice anyone. I didn't want to, I wasn't out to be... No. On Saturday, I just wanted to go and... I wanted to go out and be a normal drag queen.
Be a normal drag queen. Well, perhaps you should try that in a different city.
Doesn't work either.
Well, you never know. Maybe everybody in Lincoln,
No,
Nebraska doesn't know.
because when I go out of town, I like to go out as a boy because I don't go out as a boy here. So.
And there's potential for hookup.
No, there's never a potential for a hookup with me. You've been all over with me. You know that does not happen.
Well, I mean, on purpose. I mean,
on purpose what?
It doesn't happen on purpose.
Thank you, you're so kind. God, he's Mr. McGrouchy.
I know. Because you don't like people be knowing your business.
It's because he has a long-distance relationship. He's not getting laid as much as when he was single.
I think he gets laid plenty when they are together. And by plenty, I mean walks funny.
Well, perhaps he should. They should think about him coming here or something. Because
Troy is coming here. He'll be here on the 25th.
Thank God.
Where we will all be going out for dining out for life.
The 24th.
Yes.
How many weeks is that?
Like 2.
So we have to deal with this for 2 more weeks.
Well, I'll get him a fleshlight.
He needs more than a fat. He needs a big fat dildo.
I'll get him that too. We'll get him the one that's called Troy.
Do they have, I wonder if, I just thought of this. I wonder if they have that as sex toys. Like some people, they have, sex toys.
No.
But I wonder if they have a toy for people that have oral fixations that like to swallow. So you could put like something into it, pre-chew, and
like
then you could...
Like those Korean popsicles?
Yes! And then, it kind of shakes, and then, and then you could set, you could, it could have, like, a little timer on it, so you don't really know when it's going to shoot. You know what I'm saying? It's like, a surprise. And then all of a sudden, you could be, like, enjoying your lollipop, and then it squirts.
You know what that's called?
What?
A glory hole at a bathhouse. Or a video store.
No, I think it should be a toy.
So, well,
I think that would sell.
I'm sure they have them. We have been to mankind and seen.
I'm going to go on the internet. I've never heard of that. To help someone with their oral fixations.
Maybe we should go on a sex toy scavenger hunt to the crypt. Jay would like that.
Why?
Well, I don't know.
If we're going to go on a scavenger sex hunt, I'm going down to the one by 32nd Street.
Wow, okay. Because their booths are occupied by some very nice-looking...
Or I'll go to the Superstore, the Barnett Superstore.
The Barnett Superstore, yeah. Or that theater is big in there.
Or I'll go to the Adult Depot down on...
The Pacific Highway?
Yes, because they have a big toy section.
Yeah. No, that one that's on your way to the hole, they have that theater in there.
Yeah, I don't know. I've never been to the theater.
That theater's big.
But, when they first opened up that Adult Depot, that's the one that it has, between each booth is glass. Mm-hmm. And the glass frost. So, it makes it...
Oh, yeah.
And did I tell you about that? Did I tell you that story?
We've talked about that before.
Yeah. So
and they have
I've never been back there.
They have it glass so people can't try to bore holes in the fucking wall.
Right.
And get...
Yay! You are so dreamy.
Just a dreamboat.
Don't jump all at once.
Well,
You are a dreamy man. Or boy.
Yeah, I mean, and we've said we want...
I never noticed how tall he was before.
Yeah, he's like 6 million feet tall. Well, of course you did. It's interestingly...
Yes.
Mrs. Producer Jay is not tall, I found out.
Who's that?
Troy.
Oh. Wouldn't that be Mr. and this would be Mrs.?
Well,
come on.
Whichever.
How tall
I
is
found
he?
out he's not that tall. He's my height.
Oh, and you're short.
Well, I guess. Thank you. It just so happens that I'm taller than all of you.
You're not taller than me.
I am so taller than you, girl. We've had this discussion before. We even stood back to back at our game.
I
Remember?
know, and I won.
You did not.
How tall are you?
I am 5'8".
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so we're the same height.
Tell the story about Philly being long this weekend.
Should we tell that story?
Go ahead. Because clearly, it's just a story.
It's just a story. Well, it was just very nice to hear it out of your mouth for once, not mine.
And I noticed how you had to run around and post it all over the place.
I didn't post it. I told one person.
No, it was posted.
No, you did post it.
Oh, I posted it in a comment. That's right. I did post
Yes,
it in
you
a comment.
did.
But I didn't. Whatever. Well, hello. I have to gloat a little bit.
I just
How often does it happen?
all the times that you've been wrong, I have never posted all of that.
You've never had to because you've said them all right here on this very show.
I'm going to start posting them.
Well,
I'll get on Facebook. That will get me on Facebook a lot more.
every time Jay and I are wrong, new status update from Ophelia.
I'll be on Facebook all the time.
Right? Well, I was right again.
So, let me tell you what happened to me. Because it's a very cute story. It's a very funny story. Although my dad, he watches the show, is not going to be happy about the story because he was involved.
Oh, no.
So, it was pretty good. So, well, it's two stories in one.
Oh, Lord.
So, my mom just bought a new car. Did I tell you that? Well, my mom just bought a new car. And she got a really, really nice Buick LaCrosse. Totally fabulous, loaded.
Love it.
It's
I love
really,
that. A new one?
really, it's an 11.
Okay.
Really, really, really nice car. So she calls me when she first bought it, and she's like, you need to come over here because I don't know how to operate my car. Like, you know what I'm saying? Oh my God, there's sidebar conversation going on. So so we do all of this, and I'm noticing that there's a little problem with the radio and stuff, and I'm like, oh, you should go get it fixed, or go home and look at it, or whatever. So she takes it in to the shop, and producer MJ, Top, she's very cute. So when she totally did not want to leave her new car, at the dealership for them to fix. Totally did not. She was.
They might steal it.
Yeah, I'm like, Mom, they will give you the car back. Like, you know what I'm saying? Well, how long will it be? I can just go sit in the lounge and wait. I'm like,
It will be 3 days.
no, we're going. So they call her and they're like, it is a serious problem. We need to replace this whole navigation radio, all of that. So we're going to order one. It'll take about 3 days to get there. And she's like, oh, I'm not leaving my car there for 3 days. She goes, I need my car back, and I will bring it back to you when you get the part. So she calls me, and she's like, I need you to go get your dad, and you take him down to pick up my car. So we go down, pick up the car, and of course I am talking to the service people, and my dad doesn't really know what's wrong with he doesn't, because we hadn't really had the conversation.
Right.
So he gets all involved, and now he is, kind of irritated that they just bought this car and there's a problem, which there's no way of knowing that there would, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And they're replacing it. I mean, it's all covered. I mean, it's all, So he's making this big deal about how he bought a defective car, and, and I'm like, Dad, calm down. In the meantime, I had some other questions for the service technician to tell me how to work some stuff so that I could teach my mom, who doesn't know how to do any of it. So we go out to the parking lot, and he's trying to, the one guy's trying to show me, and he's not helping, so then they go get somebody else, and they're doing it. I'm trying to calm my dad down, who's now telling everyone how unhappy he is that he bought a defective car. So now I've decided, all right, I'm going to come back another time, and I'll talk to let's just go. So my dad has decided that he is not going to drive the defective car. And I'm like, oh, well, no, this is a problem. Like,
How are you going to...
I'm like, trying to figure this out logistically. And he's like, I'll just drive your car. And I'm like, okay. Now, I do not like in any way, shape, or form to drive my parents' car. I will almost do anything in my power not to drive one of their cars. You know what I'm saying? I will, because both my brother and my sister have totaled one of their cars. You know what I'm saying? So I refuse. And the last time that I drove my dad's truck, if you remember this story a couple of years ago, I was forced to drive his truck, and I put it in reverse, and I was backing up, and there was one of those poles that was really low, and I hit it, and I like dented the bumper.
I remember that.
But that's part. This is all part of the story. So a couple of years ago, again, me and my dad went to go pick up a car, and he didn't want to drive my mom's Cadillac, and so he's like, you know, you drive my truck, and then I'll drive the Cadillac, and I'm like, no, like, no. So he forced me. I got in, put it in reverse, back up, and it's a little pole, and I hit it. And I did, I dented the bumper. And he, to this day, has made such a big deal about how the very first time I ever drove his truck, I backed into a pole. You know what I'm saying? So, and I was like on the phone with my insurance people. I'm like, get it fixed, just, I don't care, just get it fixed.
Because accidents never happen to anybody else.
Well, yeah, and, well, you know.
But you're the child, so it's your fault.
Oh
You're
my
getting
God, it was
punished.
horrible. So flash forward to this. So here we are, it's my car, which so I think I'm in the clear. He's gonna get in their car and drive. But now he refuses to drive my mom's new car, which is 2 weeks old. And he's like, you drive the Buick and I'm gonna drive your car. And I'm like, but he's already kind of made a scene that now I just want to get out of the dealership.
Right.
So I'm like, fine. So I get my stuff, I get in my mom's car, and I get all ready. He gets in my car. I have to get my phone.
Oh, no.
He gets in my car. He's backing up. Isn't really paying attention. Backs into a truck. The truck. So then he kind of pulls forward. And the lady that was in the truck gets out. And as she's getting out, she puts her truck in reverse. So my dad is he pulls forward because he bumped her. And then he pulls forward. And her truck is in reverse. So it comes back and it slams into my car. And I'm watching this whole thing. And then she jumps back in the truck and puts it in park. And then she gets out and starts screaming at my dad. In turn, my dad starts screaming at her. In turn, I'm like running over there. I'm like, everyone calm down. Meantime, her husband ends up coming over. And my whole thing was, it was no big deal. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it's a freaking car, for one. Everyone has insurance. I have enough insurance on my car that I was not worried about either one of the car. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
No one was hurt. No one was anything. But instantly, she's jumping out and, like, blaming my dad for slamming into a car. And I'm like, okay, you need to bring it down a couple of notches because here's what really happened. He bumped you jumped out of your car while it was in reverse, and you ran back into me. So yeah, the first bump was mine, the second bump was yours. So it kind of got a little, tense. Everyone was screaming at each other. Then one of the guys came out, and he's like telling me to remove my car. I'm like, do you see I have all these crazy people around me right now? You need to get out of my face. Get out of my face. By the time... The whole thing is, by the time it was all said and done, everyone was all loving, and, we pulled the car apart, and nothing. And everyone just needed to calm down. But, if you were to look at that, you would think serious, wouldn't you? Mm-hmm. Yeah. You guys don't see this. Maybe we'll post it. Do what? I don't know how you can.
No, you won't be able to.
I don't think you'll be able to see it. But, yeah. So I have like a scratch that's like this big, and there was nothing wrong with, their car. Oh my God. So my dad, who felt really bad, so I turned and looked at him like, you know that time that I backed into the pole? You may never bring that up again.
Right.
Ever.
The moral of the story is...
Yes. The moral of the story is, I'm driving my car, you drive your car. That's it.
And if you don't want to drive Mom's new car, guess what? Call Yellow Cab.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, I love it. All right, we should take a break because we've been talking forever. He's flashing the sign. We will do that, and we'll be right back. We're back. She's lost in corn dogs and hot men and beards over there. Speaking of beards,
Yes.
we need to have a conversation about this beard mess.
Okay, what about them?
This beard phenomenon
They are hot.
that is just exploding.
I think everyone should have one.
Well, here's my thing. I have no problem with beards. I like guys in beards.
Yes.
When they start getting like really long
They
and bushy
are
and
luscious.
uncut, no, don't like.
Oh my
no
God.
likey. That shit looks like a beaver dam. And the food that you find. Oh, and the other thing that I can't stand is that then they want to kiss you and shit, and that shit smells so bad. It's like guys who have dreadlocks.
Well, obviously you're not with someone with a good beard.
Well,
Someone with a good beard, they clean it.
well, that's what I thought. I mean, I've talked to Brian Hill about it.
Yeah.
He used to talk about the grooming, and then there's like special cream and all that stuff. But I mean, it only takes one meal for that shit to get fucked up, and you're all got guacamole and shit in your
I
beard.
love me.
Like
Some big old
really
bushy-
long?
Yes. Well, not like ZZ Top long.
Okay, well, like, okay, so what's a length of beard that you're okay with? Wow.
Yeah.
No.
A good handful with some hanging out is good.
Nope. That's too much.
Say like that guy's beard. Glitz.
This is glitz.
Grab that guy with the beard.
Grab the guy with the beard. Bring a beard over here. We're having a beard discussion. See, like, that's not a bad beard.
That's scruff. That's not a beard.
Well,
That's scruff. That's a beard.
how about that?
That's a good. That's all right. It's kind of a short.
What
That's
I
short.
have is scruff. I have
Yes.
scruff.
Do you mind? Do you mind being on camera?
I told him, I gave him a little bit of this.
See?
Jeremiah, how are you? Ophelia. No, it's good to meet you. We're talking about beard.
How are you? We're talking about beard.
Yes. So, do you clean your beard?
I do.
How often?
Every day.
You do. Oh, speaking of my child.
Speaking of my child.
So, when you go out, like, what do you do? Like, are you careful not to get food in it?
Yes, and I use beard wax.
You do.
That's what Brian said, a beard wax.
Yeah,
So-
it's called Honest Amish. I love it.
How long have you had it?
Since October,
Now, how long are you gonna let it get?
until it gets too hot.
And then you're gonna shave it off?
Yeah. Just not shave it off because I look like a lesbian when I shave off my facial hair. But just
So you always have something.
yeah,
What's so long as you've had it?
this is it.
All right.
I noticed that you have your mustache really short, though. So you don't like the mustache part of it?
It dips into drinks or it'll tickle my nose.
Okay.
I can't stand it.
Joe, you like people to play with your beard?
Not really. Not when I go out. Like with friends, I don't mind.
But I mean, if you're out, if you're having sex with someone, and they want to play with your beard,
I mean, I don't know. I wouldn't be opposed to it. I guess it's. I guess that's why it's there. It's for fun.
so no one would during sex is like wanted to play with your beard.
Not really. No, I don't. I guess not. I never thought about it.
So before October, before you decided to start growing it, how did you keep your facial hair? Just
That's probably about yours. Yeah.
okay.
Well, keep this. I don't care how hot it gets.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm definitely gonna keep it long.
No. Okay, now stop teasing me. Go ahead.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You know,
I'm gonna go home and
very attractive.
I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna have some corn dogs and think about his
And thinking about his beard and jacking off into his beard. See, I don't know. That's just too long for me. It's too long. I don't mind beards, but that's too long for me.
Yeah. My ex, you know, Robert.
Yeah.
He used to have the
Yes.
the billy goat,
I remember.
and it was very long. It was one of the things that it was really long. Like,
Yeah. He looks like, what's his name from Narnia?
yeah.
Yeah.
And whenever we would get in a fight, or if he got mad at me, and you know, like he would let me know that he was mad at me because he would cut it.
He'd be like, yeah.
And that would be the first thing that I would notice. Like he could like cut his hair, I probably would not notice. He could do a lot of things I would not notice. But if he took off at half an inch off of, I was like,
Ooh. So let me ask this.
Yes.
Because you're on the hairy side.
yes.
So if you didn't have to every week, would you grow a beard?
Yes.
Like a long fucking beard?
No, I don't know. I don't know if I'd grow a long beard. Well, actually, that's a lie. I don't know if I would grow a beard. I would grow a goatee for sure.
A goatee. Well, we've all.
And I would have a longer
long one.
goatee. But I'm kind of round, so like a beard just makes me look more round. Where a goatee elongates
Well,
me.
the circle beard is the new thing.
Well,
Did
it
you
might
see
be the
the
new thing.
circle
I'm not doing this. I'm not doing that. If I win a circle, I will take off my clothes and look at myself in the mirror.
I'm gonna have to show you that photo. I posted it yesterday. It's hysterical. It is hideous.
And I love guys with beards.
I love guys with beards too, but
You like scruffy
I
beards.
like trimmed beards. Yeah, I'm like a scruff guy, or maybe just a little bit fuller than this, but I don't like long. When things start getting long, I automatically start thinking dirty. I've always been, I feel the same way about hair. I don't like guys with long hair. I never have. And it's not that I don't find them attractive. I think there are plenty of guys that have
I like
long hair that
I like
are
that too.
attractive.
I like long hair too.
No, see, I don't.
Yeah. See, like a biker would be perfect for me with all of his tattoos and his long beard and
See,
yeah.
There is something that I find like legitimately hot about guys like that. But I don't personally want to be with one.
Oh, I do.
I know. I want, someone more like, that guy.
Yeah, no, that does nothing for me.
Or that guy.
Does nothing for me.
I mean, that's a hot daddy.
Nothing for me. See, no, go back. Now that one might almost work for me.
Well, yeah.
Had a little bit more hair. Yeah, no.
I mean, it's mostly porn stars that I get suggested to have friends I like. I don't know why. Well, that's interesting because, the beard thing is like the big hot topic right now. Everybody's talking about beards.
Right.
And length and style, and he said that whole beard wax thing. There's a company that is making hundreds of thousands of dollars a month just on beard products.
Right.
They're marketing on Facebook. I see them all the time.
Well, and it wasn't too long ago that, that clean shaven, I mean, what else do guys, if you think about it, what else do guys have that they can do? It's not like they can change up their makeup or wear different jewelry or...
For a style thing. I mean,
Yeah.
for them, it's mostly clothes and
facial hairs.
facial hairs and skinny ties and fat ties.
Yeah.
Or all caps.
You know what I hate right now is the suits and all this, all the legs. It's all skinny legs.
Skinny legs. Don't like it. No.
God, we need to move past that.
And what's coming back this summer too, which, well, we were all around for, is jean shorts.
Oh, I do love me some jean shorts.
Jean shorts and
Did those ever go out?
Timberlands. Well, they did. I mean, but
Because I still wear my jean shorts and my Birkenstocks all the time.
well, yes, you do. But honey, I mean, we give you your your lesbian Home Depot chic. But no, and the Timberlands, Jay's favorite lesbian work boot. So that look, I used to wear that shit in the late 80s, early 90s all the time.
Oh, so you wear those with the jeans?
Yeah, you wear them with the jean shorts.
Yeah. I remember that look.
And remember when you used to
So I have to stop wearing so I can wear my jean shorts if I stop wearing my Birkenstocks and start wearing those.
start wearing those boots?
That ain't gonna happen.
And you have to do the bleaching of the
Oh, no,
jean
that ain't
shorts.
gonna happen either.
Remember? And then next,
Remember that and when you used to have to brush?
to try to get it to look like it's worn.
Yeah, just in the certain private areas.
Yep. so it looked like it was
Yeah.
fraying.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or that, and what was the other thing that we used to do?
And the cock rings used to wear
The flannel shirts with the cut-off sleeves.
I already do
You
that.
still do that. I know. It's because you're such a lesbian. I mean, that's the one thing that has been consistent about fabulous lesbians. Their style has never changed.
See, that is why
That's stayed the same.
that is me too. I just stay the same.
Well, then your fucking Halloween costumes are easy breezy.
Yes, they are. I already have everything. All I need to do is put on a wig and a little bit of makeup, and I am out the door.
And you usually do a friggin' ponytail through that damn baseball cap.
Yeah. Well, wasn't there? It was what 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago? We were here and we were on the patio. And there was that lesbian here, and
Yes.
I'm like, oh my god,
It's me, Halloween.
it's me on Halloween. I was like, and I'm like, I'm gonna show a picture of how I dress up for Halloween. We could be twins.
But we were just looking through the old pictures
Yeah.
too.
That was funny.
Yes.
That was funny.
Well, all right, beards. I guess.
I do
If
like me
people,
some
if
beard.
people love them.
And I like, yeah. I mean, I wouldn't turn someone down if they didn't have a beard. I just gravitate to people that tend to have facial hair of some sort.
Okay, so how about, and I know we've talked about like the scaping and trimming and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But would you prefer someone who does no body grooming at all? Like just all natural
Well,
hair?
this is a very stickler kind of point. Definitely not their chest.
Okay.
I mean,
So it could be long and dangly
Yes.
and, okay.
yes. Yeah, I'm so against the chest thing. And no shaving, no trimming of the arm. I love the arms.
Okay.
And that kind of thing. I'm not a fan of overly hairy backs, but I don't mind that I can overly hair back if it's trimmed.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I don't want to date, a gorilla.
An Angora sweater.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But if they trim down, like when I'm feeling around, I want to make sure I know where the chest is and where the back is. I don't want to get those confused.
Correct, yes.
So if they, but it can be hair. I mean, that's,
Right. How about the bush area?
If they have a small wiener,
You would prefer a little trimming.
yes. I mean, I don't want to go hunting for the duck.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And that shit gets stuck in your teeth. That's
So, if they have, if they're proportioned well, and I don't have to hunt for it, then, I don't mind.
See, I like hairy bush. I have never, ever, ever, ever been a fan of hairy balls. I want the balls clean because I am a ball sucker.
I don't understand why you are thinking of hair as so dirty.
No, not down there. I don't think of it as dirty down there. I think of it as the shit gets in your mouth and then in the back of your throat and you gag and then it gets in your teeth, and I don't like that because that shit just ruins the moment when you're down there playing a little, mouth tennis. So I don't mind a hairy bush. I just don't like hairy balls. And I exactly.
What if they have a small wiener?
Well, then they would probably be going home. No.
Oh, so you're a size queen.
No, I am not a size queen. If they have a small wiener, I don't really care because, as we have talked about, I am more an ass man.
It
So,
just looks better if it's all. Do you like a hairy butthole?
no, I do not. I do not like hairy butthole, and I don't like hairy balls. But I love gorilla hairy legs. I love hairy legs. Hairy legs and hairy forearms, to me, are two of the sexiest things on a man. It's just so interesting that I don't want hair on their balls. It's like, I want
What about a hairy ass?
No, I don't mind a hairy ass. I like hairy ass cheeks. And in fact, the darker, the thicker the hair on the ass cheeks, the better. I just don't want that crack hairy. I want that crack
Hairy
clean.
ass, but not hairy ball. Hairy legs, but not hairy ball.
Correct. Yes. And I would not be opposed to them if they, trim down that shaft a little, because you know how hair can go up the shaft.
Yeah.
I knew one guy whose hair grew all the way up almost to the head. And to me, that was weird.
He needed to go get an electrolysis. You know what, where I don't, or I absolutely, I mean, I can handle hair almost everywhere else. It doesn't really bother me. Do you know where I cannot stand hair?
Where?
I cannot stand overly hairy arm. You know, like hands. Like if they have like long hair on their fingers. Oh, that grosses me out.
You know where it kind of grosses me out a little bit too is the toes. I have seen guys who wear...
I don't look at anyone's feet.
Well, if they wear flip-flops and...
I still don't look at their feet. You know, I do not like feet. So I'm not looking at them. Speaking of not liking feet, did you hear about the guy, I think it was back in, I think it was in Florida. I could be totally wrong. I don't know where it was exactly. But this guy was in Walmart and was going up to people in the in the shoe department, and he told this girl that he was a podiatrist student, and that he would help her, you know, with the right shoe, you know, trying the right shoes. So I guess he helped her with like 2 or 3 pair, you know, and then when she was all like comfortable and into it, you know, he like took off one of the shoes and put her foot in his mouth.
So if you were having sex with a guy and he was like all up into it and then all of a sudden grabbed your legs.
Okay, do you see the reaction I had just talking about the story?
And put one of your feet in his mouth, would you just... Because I have actually had guys that do that. It's like a thing for them. And there was one guy...
Have you done it?
Could literally get like all of my toes.
Okay, we need to change topic. I will throw up. There is nothing worse.
Really?
No. Someone can
all of the nasty, dirty things that you talk about.
Yeah, feet are gross.
Is it worse than grooming for you?
Is it worse than grooming?
Grooming.
No. If I had a choice of licking someone's foot or licking a dirty butthole, I would lick a dirty butthole.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, yes. No. Feet are disgusting. I don't like to touch the other people's feet. No one's going to touch my feet.
Clearly, we're not going for mani-pedis.
I have, you know, my pedicurist person who I've been with for like 15 years.
The only person that's ever touched your feet.
She's the only person that ever touched. Well, and you know the story because remember she was having a baby, and she when she had a baby, and she was going to be off for like a really long time, and I'm like, well, who's going to do my pedicure? I mean, I can go get my nails done from anyone, but who, you know, like.
I remember.
I can't go that long.
I know.
And so she came back from her little maternity leave and came in halfway through her maternity to do my feet because she was the only one that would do my feet.
You are a mess, girl.
Yeah, no.
That shit is hysterical.
And then remember my nephew touched my foot that once? I ducked it without even...
That is just so funny to me. So shit.
Where's yours?
Uh-oh.
You know the rule. You know the rule. You know the rule. We have rules, Chris.
Thanks, Chris.
Thank you. Well, I just love that story. I think it's... Now I know how to shut you up. I will just start talking about feet sucking. Oh, and I'll text you photos on your phone. That'll do the trick.
I'm putting a shoe. I don't care about it.
She likes shoes. Are you kidding me?
I love them, but oh yeah, no.
Oh, cheers. Oh, did you have to swallow down some of that vomit that was in the back of your throat?
So gross.
All right, let's take a break.
I'm just telling you that if I was at Walmart, they arrested the guy, by the way.
Okay. Well, I would assume.
But if I was at Walmart and someone did that to me, we wouldn't have to worry about arresting him because he would be dead.
Well, do you remember? Was it? I think it was Walmart too, and I think maybe it was in Florida as well, where the guy was returning the used enemas. Do you that was in Florida. Remember? I know it was like CVS and Walgreens and shit. He was returning used enemas. I mean,
How do you do that?
you take them out and use them, and then I guess fill them back up with water and put them back in the package. He wasn't like returning them to the store, I want a refund. He was returning them back to the shelf. So people would, you know, be buying dirty, gross, used enemas.
I could talk about that. I just can't talk about feet.
That is so weird to
No,
me.
feet gross me out. I once this one guy wanted to go out. During our date, the first dinner, he told me that he was all into feet, had a huge foot fetish. I'm like, well, this isn't gonna work. It's not gonna work. I had somebody else once that wanted to, all over my toes. Yeah, no. That ended.
What if they wanted to do it on your shoes?
No.
No. Well, you could get a pair of like cheap leather.
No, because that means that you have a foot thing, and that means you're trying. No.
Have you ever had a guy want to wear any of your clothes?
Yeah, all the time. Including Jay.
Hey, I want to wear your shoes.
Yeah, Jay only wants to wear out my clothes and,
To go to SRO.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh my God. That's funny.
Yeah.
All right, let's take a break and we'll come back and talk about a couple of events and stuff. We'll be right back. We're back, and my feet have been cleaned of all the dirtiness.
Not by me.
Not by you. I love that story. That's my favorite.
Even when I get a massage, I tell them stop at the ankles.
Stop at the ankles.
And as they get, they're working, massaging my feet, when they get close to the ankle, I start tensing up.
Are you ticklish on your feet? Not really.
Not too many people touch them, so I don't know. And the thing about it is I have pretty feet.
Well, of course you have pretty feet. You pay attention to enough to get a freaking pedicure.
Oh yeah, I got a pedicure.
So you don't mind people looking at them, obviously.
Yeah, well, and I wear sandals and stuff, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, so yeah, I get a pedicure every 6 weeks.
I love that. That's great.
Yeah, there's no calluses, there's no hairs, the nails are perfect, my toes are all aligned good, I have a great arch, I have great feet. I have a foot fetishes dream right there.
Well, and I was gonna say, so that's like, and it's like you're anti-fetish.
Total.
You're anti-fetish.
Yes.
But yet your fetish would be little people.
Yes.
Which we did find out this week, and that you are very excited for, because Doug had mentioned.
Well, we didn't find out. I've known.
Well, you've known, but Doug, I found out this week because you have apparently talked to Doug or sparked Doug's interest in it.
Well, Doug put on Facebook something about not to let me know about the Little People's Convention that's going to be here in San Diego. And then my comment to him was, oh, do you mean the one that July 4th, that starts July 4th weekend at the Manchester Hyatt downtown? Right. And lasts for 8 days. And I'm like, oh. Yeah, no, that one, I know nothing about that. I haven't already purchased my tickets for the dances. There's 3 dances.
It's like a bear week, except for little people, and they're not all gay.
And I'm thinking I'm going to get a room at the hotel that week.
I bet you will get a room at the hotel. She'll get a room at the hotel.
No, I'm getting my own room.
Well,
I'm going to stand at the door with a little net, and it's like...
Doug was very excited because he said that this is like the first time that the national convention has happened in San Diego.
Yes.
And it is the largest convention of little people in the world, I believe. So it's thousands, tens of thousands come. And not only that, but it's in July, which is not only Comic-Con and Pride and every other thing that happens here in San Diego. So that's
Well,
a busy
in
month.
July, you know, I'll be at the river for 3 weekends, and I'll be at the...
Little People Convention for one. So clearly we know where you'll be 4th of July. Guess we're going to watch fireworks downtown.
But, yeah, stop already. All right, yeah.
And coming up this
And
month.
there'll be thousands. Oh my God, I cannot control myself right now.
Right. Yes, that's your fetish. This week,
But you know what? I don't think that anymore. I was talking with someone the other day. I don't know if I actually could sleep with a little person anymore.
really?
Yeah. Because I think that I built it up so much in my mind
That you're,
that now I'm almost afraid to because
you don't want it to be a letdown.
yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
I've done that with certain people.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Certain people that I have fantasized about so much to the point that if anything were to ever happen, I would probably say no. Because
The fantasy.
I don't
would
wanna
be
ruin the
so
fantasy.
much, but yeah.
Yep.
Well, but I mean, that's happened to you in real life too, hasn't it? That you have fantasized about someone and then you actually slept with him and then you're like,
Oh, yeah.
oh,
Yeah. Yes, it has actually, twice.
yeah,
Which is probably why I would never do it again.
that's a problem. Yeah.
That is certainly
Yeah.
a problem. Wah, wah. This month, real quickly, we're going to wrap up here. This month is Signing Out for Life,
Yes,
one of our
it
very
is.
favorite events. You know,
I'm not going to start my diet till it's over.
till it's over. Fabulous. We
Well,
have
we've got to start our diet pretty soon because we are going into summer season.
summer season, and it's, yes, because you'll be out at the river a lot, and you're going to want to look good. for
I'm
your
already
pictures.
ready.
Already ready.
I'm ready for the river.
We have to figure out where we're going to be dining this year because Mrs. Producer Jay is coming out, and we'll have to take him out and show him the ropes and do all that fabulous stuff. And that same
Maybe
week,
I'll take him to lunch. Just the two of us.
he's going to have to. He's actually flying in during the evening, so he'll be coming here for us for when we get done.
But
with
then
the
he'll
show.
be here for all weekend, won't he?
Yes, he will. He will
I
be
would
here.
love to take him to lunch.
Well, maybe you can take
A special lunch.
Maybe you can take him to a special lunch on Saturday, which is right before we do the flag football.
Oh, that would be
Laces and
fabulous. I would.
And then you can bring him to that because Jay doesn't seem to want to go.
That is a great idea.
See, that's what I thought too. That weekend is the Surf and Turf weekend. It's the 27th
He
of
watches
April.
the show, doesn't he?
He sure does.
Email me.
Right.
Ophelia at HSSS.TV.
.tv, yep.
Are you still on iTunes?
Yeah.
Because I tried to look us up on iTunes or YouTube. YouTube?
We're on both.
Oh, I can't find us on there.
Well, you're
Two other people
technologically challenged.
told me they can't find us on there either.
Your two other people are
They
technologically
used to be
challenged.
able to, now they can't.
Oh, well, one of them is Lucas.
They told us they can't find it. No, it wasn't him.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Because he emailed me about it too, and I sent him the link right to it. I'm like, here we are.
No, it was the other night. It was Saturday night when I was out having fun. Someone came up to me and told me how they can't get us.
Well, whatever. They're not searching hard enough. That weekend is the Surf and Turf tournament for flag football. You're going to be hosting this Laces and Lashes,
Yes.
and that event
I'm
is.
also going to be. I'm supposed to be refereeing flag football that weekend.
Are you going to ref?
I
Awesome.
believe so, yeah.
Well, I know that Steve was outside saying that he really wishes that you would get on it because, you know, they be liking it when it's you.
They love me out there on the field.
So
Although Neil is refing this year, and he's really cute at it.
what's so funny is I saw him on Saturday and he was like a little kid.
Yeah.
Like a little kid in a damn can just started popping around all the different
Yeah.
fields. And I'm like, you need to relax. I think that's great that he's
I was not that serious when I was a ref.
One of our other volunteers at the center is doing it as well, John Miller. And he's new. He's new to San Diego. And he absolutely loves it. He thinks it's fantastic.
It is fun.
So maybe I'll do it one year. I don't know. I could do it if I wanted. Whatever. Have your shot. Cheers. You can find out all about flag football at SDAFFL.com, where we are.
And I'm down there, so come and watch the game.
Yeah, you should go and watch the games. Get T-shirts, and then come out that weekend for the Surf and Turf weekend, because there will be fucking hotties galore that
And
weekend.
they're working. There are so many bitches getting ready for that. Nice.
Yes, they are. That is going to be, because none of those, it's going to be flag football players in drag for the first time ever.
And performing.
And performing.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's going to be fun.
Yes.
Dining Out for Life Thursday, Laces and Lashes on Saturday. Wow, that's going to be a good weekend. Troy's going to have so much fun.
And we are going to enjoy our lunch together.
Yes. Oh, that's enough
I'll
for
take
us.
him to a fabulous place, just the two of us, so we can talk.
Remote, where Jay doesn't know.
Speaking of Jay, do you know what tomorrow is?
What tomorrow is? His mother's birthday?
Oh, you're very good. That's because he totally hinted.
No.
I just saw him.
I sent her my birthday text yesterday.
I don't want one early. I want one on my day. And don't be starting on May 1st and doing it every day until like May 31st, because that won't fly either.
I thought you liked a birthday month, though.
No.
No. Well,
I'm just saying right now.
do you know that I have my shit set for 12:01?
Okay.
I'm just AM the first.
So it's Mom's birthday tomorrow.
It is.
What'd you say?
He said, damn it.
We're hoping to get you with that one.
He was hoping to get you with that one.
Why was he gonna get me with that?
Because he was going to let me announce it when you forgot.
But then she said,
Oh. Well, isn't that funny? Jay was all excited to speak about me being wrong,
Oh, yes, because you were wrong this past weekend.
and then we just snapped her back into place. Okay.
62 we need to cut off.
But thank you for allowing me to be right for once.
Well, it was difficult.
It was. It was very difficult.
All right. It hasn't happened to Jay yet.
On that note,
And Troy, I can't wait for our lunch.
we'll probably cut it so you can go play with the beardy guy.
I know, we gotta go.
The beardy guy who has really great eyebrows. I will
No,
say.
there's 3 more beards that walked in, Bob.
Well, beards are a trend thing right now, so.
Well, I want to go be trendy.
Okay, everybody. Thank you for watching. We'll see you later. Bye.